Sunsurf's here, back with another Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts episode. This is the end resultant of that battle in which I had to leave midway through, which... This was, bearing in mind, the game was left running after I'd ended the stream to go and meet the person I needed to meet. Which honestly didn't take that long, but I obviously couldn't just leave a stream running whilst I was AFK for that. Place that there for now. No, I'm not using my playlist right now. No, turn off notifications. Then Stream Manager. There we go, I can now see chat as and when required. Right, click to continue. Hopefully this doesn't bring up her usual problem I've been having with the game. I think it might have done. Hasn't yet. Yeah, we received heavy damage from that, but a ship that has been a thorn in my side for most of this camp has been, well, most of this war, I should say, has been sunk, and I need to relaunch the game because of idiot things of the game crashed. Hold on, I will just relaunch the game if Steam will respond to my commands. Steam has gone to not responding. Good job, Renegade, or any of the others haven't gotten back here yet. Chat Discord. To the Brother Monroe self-promotion. Share. Whilst having to do the resetting up for Ultimate Admiral. Yep. It's relaunching Ultimate Admiral again. An error occurred. App running. I must have done my double click problem. Also, I was sorting out relaunching it. Yeah, I may need to do a bit of editing. I do apologise to this, viewers, but this isn't a silent service gaming and music video / stream without the game crashing on me. We all came out to Montreal on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time, and Frank Zappa and the mother were at the best place around. And then some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. on the water, fire in the sky, smoke on the water. Right, this is your stream loading screen entertainment done. There we go, we're loaded back in now. Only took the rest of our lives. So yeah. Ah, French destroyers. French destroyers built in Japan? Okay, that's surprising. There are a class of French destroyers built in Japan. Anyway. We have completed our turn here. We will move on another turn, and then we can begin the invasion of Limassol. Cyprus, I mean, which Limassol is part of, but... The Italians have discovered engine techs. New engine techs. Yep. Building new ships. New ships are being constructed. New ships are being constructed. Please stand by. We got the cruisers. Good. No, we are not selling anyone in Albert. I thought I said naval invade. Where's British Empire? Why can't we naval invade? November to December. Now does the naval invasion start? Please tell me yes. Because we have quite a lot of power in the Eastern Mediterranean. France is trying to provoke us. Naval invasion of Cyprus, please. So, for January, the naval invasion starts. Limassol is as good as ours. basically. The Japanese have got dreadnought improvements now. Okay, then it seems that I was correct in the other nations have caught up. I would be surprised if they haven't, being that it's 1907 now, but I can at least say with confidence we were the first to have dreadnoughts. Okay, building new ships. Can we withdraw? Please say we can Yes, yes. Thank God. Thank God. That is the Japanese force. It's arrived back. But yeah, we are invading Limassol, which... we are actually doing well for the invasion. Only 3 turns, so... in March, the British will be kicked out of the Mediterranean. Well, having ports in the Mediterranean, I should mention, on that front. Because their ships will obviously stay in the Mediterranean to try and blockade us or something. Because right now, I believe everyone is using, like, the British and the Japanese fleets are using Limassol as their resupply base in the Mediterranean, which I shall put an end to that with immediate effect. When do I think I'll get a reoccurring view from one of the normal people? I don't know. And better heavy cruisers. Okay. I'm still focusing on cruiser design, aren't I? Yes. Yes, I was. Capital ship towers free. Get that in a turn. Last turn of the naval invasion. Into March. And going into March, we'll have Limassol be given to us, hopefully. I hope so, because then it would be a massive blow to not only just the British, but the Japanese as well, because then they'd have no way of resupplying ships in the Mediterranean, because their British allies would have lost their... Yes, we have Cyprus. And they have decided to try and ambush a few of my ships. Well, let's see what they are going to throw at me. Hit me with your best shot. Yes. Admiral Cad... however the hell you pronounce his name. Admiral Unpronounceable. That's quite a few people I'm going to have to call that. The admirals that I mentioned there. Okay, so... Good news, everyone! We know where the enemy is. Good news, everyone! I am allowing you to retreat. If the game would load. Yeah, good news! You are allowed to turn back, because the silence is deafening. Turn off avoid, turn off avoid. Actually, you lot are going to screen the armoured cruiser, so... So yeah, we're running away and their ambush isn't going to get me. Oh, this is one of the Russian cruisers that we took over from them. Okay, 7.1 inch mains, 4.3s. Their torpedoes. It's actually on looks a decent ship. These things are going to be woefully outdated by this point, and never going to get refits because of the fact that it's an enemy ship, and in this game you can't refit captured enemy vessels. That's a feature I want put in this game, where you can refit captured enemy ships, because that's what was done in some cases in reality. Most would be, most known, I think, would be Nuremberg. Nuremberg became the Admiral Makarov. Yeah, there's the end battle. No one died on either side. The Brits are mad because they've lost Cyprus. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a couple of ships in Cyprus as our Eastern Mediterranean Defence Force. And then, after that, I don't know. Scarlett, you playing with Jack out there or something? Yeah. Jack, come here. What's this, boy? I've got treats. Oh, really? No, actually, I'm not going to bring my dog over. A battle. Battle, please. Don't cry. Oh, it also resolved. Damn you, UAD, and your auto-resolvingness. Right, so our Limassol Defence Force is going to consist of Erzog, Franz, Ferdinand, those two ships, and the D4. Move on a turn, and then In this turn, we will move the non-Limassol defense fleet home to wherever the hell they came from. No, you are not getting a ship like that off of us. If you want a ship like that, take it from some other nation. We're not a charity. We're not giving out ships for free. Yeah, delete the original variation of that design. And there are no eligible ships of the refit right now because they are all still at sea, the ones that need the refit. I've got a Måneskin song stuck in my head. It's even worse though, is I can't even sing the lyrics to it because it's in Italian, I think. Yeah, Italian. Right, now all ships are back in port. The last two members of that class that actually need their refits can go through their refit. Next turn. Hello again, Pompeii tank. I forgot to say earlier, because you did it earlier and I didn't notice, thank you for the follow. And the war's going well. We won against that light cruiser. I was AFK and out, obviously, to meet that family member need to meet. Withdraw, yeah. So that means now that the British have no ports in the Mediterranean. As I took Gibraltar, I took Cyprus, and I took Malta. So, yeah, they have no ports in the Mediterranean whatsoever. I'm still hating my rule of not allowed to scrap ships. June goes into July. What I'm hoping to take off Britain, although it's going to be through peace treaty, is one of their African colonies. Because I set a goal of this campaign is that we will have control of as much of Africa as possible. And whenever I've been mentioning Africa, I've always got a Toto song that goes in my head. They're the main adversary right now. But then, obviously, there's Japan to worry about right now in terms of we're at war with. But France as well is an adversary to my ultimate goal of control of Africa. So yeah, the Brits don't want to give up yet, though. Their closest African thing is British Somaliland. At least on that side. On this side, it's Sierra Leone. AKA, I'm not gonna naval invade. I'm not gonna naval invade anything of theirs. Oh, there's a whole massive Japanese force that's just parking itself right off my coastline. Thanks, guys. Not really. But it's a Japanese fleet, not a British fleet, because I think the British have had enough of trying to anger me right now. Though there could be a potential that my Pacific fleet gets them in the Atlantics. It's one of the old dreadnoughts, I think, anyway. Let's go into the fight. Pre-dreadnoughts, I mean. Okay. Yeah, it is a pre-dreadnought, which means well done, I just gave him a good update. And let's go fight a battle against the Brits. Now, because of my rule of not being allowed to scrap ships, and because of the port shipbuilding capacity thing, this is a... I hope the ship gets sunk if it gets really badly damaged, then hope it survives, because, like I said, I'm not allowed to scrap ships. That is an emphasis point in this campaign. I'm not allowed to scrap ships. Austria-Hungary just does not have the budget to go scrapping ships willy-nilly. Country for a 1920s start. I'd say just because the interesting things you could do with the hulls, Japan, but then again, I'm biased to Japan because I love the hulls. Or if you want to roleplay trying to rebuild an empire, Spain maybe? Like, there's a lot of things you could do. Oh, torpedo. I missed the Missouri. Bro, I need to turn because the Undaunted is quite close. And they are trying to set me afire right now. Everyone is trying to set me afire right now. Partial pen times 2 and a fire. If I can sink Undaunted, then I can Hard over to port, hard over to port, hard over to port. That's Undaunted sunk. Yes! Luck is on my side for this battle, I believe. Well, this thing did recently get modernized with a better anti-torpedo system, so it wouldn't have been that bad, but it would still have caused more damage than I would have liked to have received. Go down to 12 knots. Turn a bit over to starboard. That was my conning tower there, I think. No, it's the fire control systems, not the conning tower itself. All guns have had to go to manual aiming. No, 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 no. Orlando! The Orlando is not helping things for us. Scheiße. I'm doing that because then there's less chance of me getting demonetized by YouTube. Those armoured cruisers, man, they're bastards. High explosive shells and those light cruisers are... Oh, I'm going to go after the Orlando if I can. Because the AI don't scrap ships, so... How about Orlando gets ambushed by a whole bunch... I mean, like, something like 8 battleships or something. And then see if it will survive. No. No. No, I'm not going to send a whole bunch of battleships just for a tiny bit of petty revenge. Although it would be nice if Orlando sinks. Wait, no. No. When we get a peace treaty with the British, we take the Orlando for ourselves. But the Brits, of course, do not want a peace treaty with us because they don't think that they have had enough damage done to them. They think that if yeah, I'm actually going to make sure that we keep the British armoured cruiser Orlando alive, and then we take it into our own service once this war ends. Firing director system. Casemate battery upgrades free. No. Yep. Finances. We're actually all okay there. How are our new battleships? Albert and Tegatov are 6 turns away. This is going to be fun. We have the first battleships with ABXY layouting. Wait, crop 2, crop 2. Yep, please, thank you. Crop 2. Ah, the British have completed the repairs on the Orlando. Which means that, yeah, we can carry on with, having to be careful of our shots in a battle. because I do not want the armoured cruiser Orlando being sunk, because that is going off to us in peace treaty deals. They've got 4 armoured cruisers there. I have thoughts about it, but if you look over in these areas, in Africa, the Germans have holdings there, although potentially may be ruined. But they have holdings here, and like I said, in the main goal of this campaign is to take over as much of Africa as possible, which means no allying with Germany. The nations I would want to ally with would be the Russians, because they have no African holdings, and I already kicked their ass. Japan, in the future after this war. I would have to hope that they get into a war where it says our allies gone to war, do we want to join them, and I will have to press no, and then that would break the alliance. Nothing else to my knowledge breaks the alliance. Italy, I will take them on an alliance offer after I take an Italian Somaliland. France, out of the question because they have African holdings. America, yes, and China, yes. Those are like the nations I would... The nations I would ally myself with if the option comes is China, Japan, Russia, and the US. Everyone else have African holdings. And one place I actually want to take off the Spanish at least is the Canary Islands. Like, if I could go to war with Spain next and then take the Canary Islands, I would have myself a quite effective base of operations for invading of Africa. Anyway, 2 turns there. Turbines and oil firing. Actually, right. So, research priorities, oil firing and the crop right now. And then once those 2 are done, I will then get the turbines, and then, only then, can we do either refitting or a new battleship. One of those 2 options. Which, Pompey Tankers, you're the only viewer who's properly saying stuff in chat, which I should mention, follower-only chat is turned off. Should I build a new battleship when I get the new gear, well, the new stuff, engine-wise and armor-wise, or refit the old fleet, or refit the fleet as of current? Bearing in mind as well, I have also got new battleships that have that are basically just coming off the line. Would have just come off the line when the turbines are available for us to use. Port strike mission, which it's not for us. I'm just going to put this down, actually. Just focus focus on UAD. Depends on what armament. Well, I have found that I can do a ABXY 13-inch battleship, but more than likely I'm going to do 12-inch because of weight reasons. So, because the new battleships that we got coming out, they are 13-inch equipped, but I couldn't get everything I wanted to on them because of their this one is going to be a they run away if we don't do this. Oil firing. But like for us, 12-inch guns is like our normal caliber of gun that we've used for the entirety of the campaign so far. Say refit. Okay. Refits it'll be. I actually need to quickly go for a quick bathroom break. I'll be back momentarily, viewers. I have returned and we are still on the building ships loading screen. Oh, the Centre Party has won in our elections again. Withdraw. It's a destroyer versus torpedo, but I don't do them. There's the armour, so... And then another turn for the new engines. Why are we repairing 2 battleships? I don't want to do destroyer versus torpedo or destroyer versus destroyer missions. Turbines. Good, good. No, no. Okay. Hold on, we're getting a new dreadnought hull in 2 turns. We're getting a new dreadnought hull. Screw refitting. Screw refitting. We're doing a new hull. We're getting a new hull. We're doing a new battleship. Albert and Tegatov have finished their constructions. Okay. Tarsos counter. Yeah, I am. I am, because I noticed the hull strengthening it. And experimental dreadnought 2. Stereoscopic 2. Okay. Turn there for better quality stuff as well, unlike quality control. Dunite in a turn. Aerodynamic shell type in 11 months. I'm torn now because new battleship moment, battle cruisers. Oh god. Right. I'm going to do 2 new battleships, and then I'm going to focus on getting battle cruisers, and then do a couple of battle cruisers. Could I actually get a mission I'll fight now? Yes! Okay, so one of our battleships is going against the Shannon and the Lancaster. If they're the same armoured cruiser class, then I know they're going to be a pain. I think they're the same class as Orlando was, or is. Well, I at least have destroyers to help me. A destroyer to help me. And none of the ships here have the name Orlando, so they are all free game to be sunk. D13. Your orders. Ring up 32 knots. Light your boilers. Full ahead! Full ahead, full, and charge! Smoke screen. Go for the already damaged armoured cruiser. Damn it, you've been hit badly. D13! D13, get a torpedo! I know my own chat rules. Oh god. Don't get so close! Remember the fate of your sister ship while doing this! Turn back, Friedrich! Turn back while you still live! That D13 had an idea of flash firing, and Pompey Tank, if you know the Brother Monroe server, you know the emotes that I've just put up. As well as also I'm putting up the runaway emote, as that's what I'm doing. You know what? I'm taking all these damned armoured cruisers off the Brits. They can keep their African holdings. I'm taking these armoured cruisers off them. ever been French. I've only been in France once, and it was all good except for getting into a car accident, and then, if I remember correctly, the French constables accused everyone in the car of being drunk or something. Something like that. And we didn't wave a white flag. That's the only thing that differentiated me from stereotypical French military. We don't carry white flags on our ships. Well, Leave Battle didn't have confidence in my ships. As could probably be told by the fact that this has happened. Both ships were sunk. Well, it's the old dreadnought. It's the old pre-dreadnoughts that are getting sunk like this. And it's the old pre-dreadnoughts that I have the most number of battleship-wise. Typical. Right. Battle cruiser in a turn, and then an auxiliary engine in another turn after that. I think the time is now to build a new battleship. That could be a potential, but battle cruisers, yes. Port capacity is 37,000 tons taken. Better 4-inch guns in a turn. Better 4-inch guns, then we build our new capital ships. Pompeii tank. Should I make an exception to the no ship scrapping rule and get rid of the pre-dreadnoughts? Or do I give myself the torture of having to keep them around? Right, sticking to the rules. Could I simulate with some damaged ships that they sink after the combat, but before they could get back to Austria-Hungarian docks? AKA simulate scuttling for really heavily damaged ships. I could use that as a loophole to the rules. When I say I'm going to do the capital ships now, I'm waiting another 2 turns because of Citadel 3 becoming available. But then when Citadel 3 becomes available, I am going to build the new capital ships. Whoa. Oh, we have submarine hulls available to build. Okay. In August of 1908, the Austro-Hungarian's new battleship class and the Austro-Hungarian's new battle cruisers will be constructed. And if they don't get constructed, then it means that we have lost the war and we've had to scrap them because of financial ruin. The Soviet Union has declared war on Japan. Ah, that's improved our relations. Right. Hopefully this battle we can shift our fortunes a bit. This is one of the... this is one of the battleships. I don't know which class. It's a... I think it's the second ones we built. Yeah, that's the second ones we built. First ones have a different tower. Different tower, smaller hull. Small displacement of water. Light cruiser Polar. The destroyers. Polar. Our battleship. Reopen my phone, reopen Twitch chat. Try to ally with... That's one of the nations I want to ally with, yes, but... Then again, what's allying with Russia and then not using the opportunity to ruin your relations with people outside of Russia? Like, I don't know, a nation you actually want to fight against? Germany? Come out and fight us, you blasted British light cruisers. No, don't you dare collide with them. Okay, so the game mechanic of because the enemy cannot pen your ships, they run away, has happened, which means I'm having to do this resultant, so then we can actually get a battle result from this. That isn't just a, oh, the enemy were cowards and ran away. They really need to fix that with the thing in Ultimate Dreadnoughts. They need to fix the enemy just run away without even attempting to attack your ships. I think shortly I might actually leave and then do either XCOM or Skyrim streaming wise, or well, yeah. Right. Move a battleship Eugen over to there. And then finances. Yep, we've got 0 tons of port space used. And so, while the war is still going on, we're going to do construction. Because refitting probably may not be a good thing in the middle of a war. Pressure, push it down on me, push it down on you. The man is spoke. Under pressure. Hold on a second. Do we have better towers here? No. We don't have better towers on that hull, so just go to the larger hull of 27,000 tons. That's actually quite a big, larger size to the hull. Semi-oil forced at 20 knots. Forced at 20 knots with steam turbine engines, a balanced rudder, and electrical hydraulic engines. Just because I like the efficiency to be at the maximum possible efficiency of 300%, we are having engines that could do that. Pressure on people on the streets. Da 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 da. This ship is going back to our tried and tested 12-inch gun, but oh, we can't get a Q turret yet. Okay, as we cannot get a Q turret, no, I'm not going to try and do an echelon design. I'm just going to try and get a design that can operate with 12-inch guns like this. Streets. Da 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 da. There we go. And then the casemates are going to be of Mark III 4-inch guns instead of the previous design's 5-inch. And then is this one of those gun types that can fit 2-inch guns on top? No, it is not one of those gun types. We are very heavily 4-weight offsetted. Right. 4, 4. Okay, now we know that it's not the armor offset that's causing the 4-weight offset. We now know it actually has something to do with our guns. as far back as that gun can go. Maybe if I expand this out sternward more. And then the barbette out to the stern as well. That in a little bit closer. And maybe on the stern we have one of those tall barbettes that you can fit. You can super fire main guns over. No. We cannot. There. Conning tower 13, main belt of 14 inch, conning tower of 12 inch, superstructure an inch, 4 aft decks are good, main deck is good. Oh, I didn't even do any of this stuff yet. We're gonna be overweight. We're gonna be overweight. We're gonna be overweight. Damn, and here was me trying to avoid being the average American. Oh god, I have to reconnect with chat on the phone. Yes, it is going to pack a punch if I can get it to actually work. 13-inch belt. .5. 3.5. 3.5. Then 2, 2. Two, 1. 12, 2, 10. 12, 2, 10. 5, 2. There. Well, this is an experimental dreadnought, and this is the first time that we ourselves are actually using wing turrets. So, experimental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If only we could add an extra turret, we would have the same number of turrets as Agincourt. I'm saying by turret number, not by broadside, unfortunately, because we did wing turrets, but God, this is why I wish I did a Japanese campaign. Well, I'm actually working on a campaign which is going to be me in a Japanese campaign, but I want to do a Japanese campaign because in a Japanese campaign I can easily build something like Agincourt. Oh god, I love Agincourt. Right. Lower the range a bit. Could I bring in crew quarters? I can. But I'm going to need to reduce the superstructure a bit. There we go. That's worked. Okay, so this thing isn't going to have the name of that. This thing is going to have the name that, was given to a another ship of mine. I'm just trying to get the spelling for it now. This name is going to have to be a renaming of an older battleship of mine, but the Prince Eugen, the Eugen, is being brought in as the name for this ship. And then I'm going to build those, but for the battle cruisers, they are going to await the ability for a Q turret. Look, Pompey tank. I'm going to be ending the stream shortly. Before I end the stream, do you want me to actually go into my shared designs and show you a Japanese battlecruiser design I hope does not get picked out of my shared designs to be used in this campaign? Yeah, we're building forward the Prince Eugens, by the way. So, yeah. Well done, us. Pressure on people on the streets. Yeah, I'll just go into the next turn so then the Prince Eugen save, and then yeah, I will show you the new design. Well, so the Prince Eugen save, and then I could also change the name of the old Prince Eugen to account for the fact there's a new Prince Eugen. Then I'll show you the battlecruiser Chokai. Shit. Almost choking in your own spit. No, we cannot give you your battleships. Right, so the old battleship Prince Eugen here. You are now the you are now the can't think of a name. And save. Yes. I want to override that to confirm that it stays saved there. And then as the finale of this, I will show you all a really overpowered battlecruiser that I believe would give Agincourt a run for its money on the number of turrets it has on a centre line. Shared designs are going to have to go into Japan into 1910 for this, but you'll know the design when you see it. China, no. Britain, no. France, no, I do not want to see baguettes right now. Empire of Japan, Yeah, I did some 1890 designs as well, in 1895, and 1900, and 1905, but 1910, and then the big reveal! What the fuck? How did that happen? This was fine. This was fine before this update. Hold on a second, I just need to get rid of the red tape. Yep, that was fine. But yeah, Pompeii tank. Look at this magnificent beast of a ship. The IJN Shokai, which has on a center line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 turrets. A center line. Well, a broadside, I mean. Like, if you go broadside on, you have 8 turrets. 4 on ABXY, then 4 from wing turrets and our Q turret. Our cute, adorable little Q turret there. Like, this thing is just awesome. Just don't look at the conning tower. Don't look at the conning tower and it's awesome. Just don't look at the conning tower or the deck extended and it's awesome. And shockingly, it has a 4-way offset. But doesn't the Shokai here look just absolutely awesome? I built this on the Battlecruiser free hull, as you can see here, and I'm quite proud of it, as you can possibly tell. I love it, I love it, I love it! Anyway, that's going to be the end of the stream, viewers. I hope you enjoyed. Sound service going silent.